Not bad.
No, not bad.
That wouldn't have been bad.
All right, Mulligans and Hackers golf back for another episode. Was this 117?
118.
118.
118. Club Championship Edition.
Yeah, Club Championship Edition. So we just got off of an incredibly busy weekend of golf for me, with my dad and my brother in town, and I had lots of golf, and we had our second crack at the Club Championship this year at Medicine Hat Golf and Country.
Yeah.
They had their members appreciation weekend, and
what were we in
we were in the men's second flight.
Yeah. 8 guys in our flight.
Yep. 8 guys in our flight. We ended up in the same flight. I feel like there was less men this year because I feel like there was 4 or 5 flights last year.
Yeah, I agree. I thought so as well. Because we were way down in the flights last year.
Yeah, we were in the bottom end because I mean our handicaps were like, I want to say I was a 12 or 13 last year at this point, and you were probably a 14 or very close. So we were very close then. I mean, for us to still be, in the same flight together with me being a 9.5 and you at, what are you at right now?
12. 13 now. High 12. 12, 13, whatever.
Yeah, so for us to be in the same flight for the club champ was kind of a little strange. But I mean, I guess that just means there was less men that signed up. There was more juniors this year, lots of women. The juniors played their butts off. They scored some terrific scores playing from the hybrids. Congrats, gentlemen. Good job. And I believe the junior that ended up winning the whole thing was 12, 14?
14.
And just a small guy. Pretty short little young man.
Really good scores
and too. He played really well. So, I mean, he was in the 80s both days from the hybrids. I mean,
low 80s too.
I think the second day he was high.
Was he?
Yeah, he struggled on the second day, but the first day he was pretty on top of it. It was first day he shot an 82.
Nice.
And then the second day he shot an 89. But I mean, to be in the 80s both days, he was the only junior to shoot in the 80s both days.
Good for him.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. So I mean, that's the future of our golf in the city, right? So it's nice to see the youth come in and do their thing.
It's nice to see junior golfers like that playing in the club championship.
Yep, for sure.
So I guess Desert Bloom had theirs this weekend as well.
Yeah, I seen that.
I saw Michael Falk won the men's.
Of course he did. Yeah,
and I saw that they have a junior division as well.
Yes, I believe I believe all the courses in town do. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say David, who was the defending champion at our club as well. I think he won the Connaught one, and then played in this one because he had won both last year. So yeah, it's kind of nice because I mean, like, again, we played at Cottonwood for so many years, and they don't have a club champ, which it's kind of sad because I wish they did because it would be kind of fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
it's a lot goes into organizing a club championship.
It's a big event, and especially the way that the Hat does it, right? Like 2 days. The first day they offer a scramble that has a limited number of team spots for people that play at the club or at the golf club, and then that's just 1 day. So that's the first day, and then the second day those guys aren't there, and then we have the 80 to 90 stroke play golfers, and we play through. And then they have their mini games and horse races on Saturday night, and there's like a chipping and putting contest or whatever the hell it is, and you get lunch and early dinner on Saturday, and then a nice early dinner on Sunday, and food's always terrific. They always do such a good job with that kind of stuff.
No, the food at that place is just next level.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is another reason that I always say that Medicine Hat is the best golf course in the city, all around best golf course in the city. Not only is our course in phenomenal shape, and man, is it getting green. Those dead spots and winter kill spots that were there, into the kind of towards the midsummer, they've gotten rid of those now with the rains we've been having and their own moisture and stuff. And the course is looking really good, really good.
It is.
They needled the greens right after the club championship finished. I was out there today with my brother and my dad, and you couldn't even notice. Like you could see that they needled them, but you couldn't even notice. Everything was still running nice. So They do such a great job. So shout out to their crew and all their staff and at the golf course. I mean, it's best place to play in the city. I say it all the time.
Yep.
It's good. So
we made a good choice in going to Medicine Hat. That's for sure.
Yeah, and it's funny because I mean we'll get to that in a little bit. But when we played some of our golf this weekend, and I went back to Cottonwood, I had to look 3 times at when I put it on blacks, and it's like 4,400 yards, and I'm like, what? I was like, it's 2,000 yards shorter. I was like, that can't be right. Yeah, okay, that's right. This is wild, right? Because we used to play there, and now we're playing 6,400 yards on a regular basis during our rounds, or half that. I mean, a 9-hole round is damn near the length of Cottonwood from the tips. That's craziness. So we got to the club championship. So where do you want to start?
Oh, I can't remember. I just looked at what I did on Saturday. I didn't have a great weekend, so Saturday we get there. I hit 71% of the fairways Saturday.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
And I hit 6 greens in reg.
Not terrible.
My putting was 2.2.
Oof.
And I wound up shooting a 90. And I really wanted to get into the 80s because I think we shot 91, 92 last year or something.
Oh, 90. I was 93, 95 or 93, 96, and you were 96, 93.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. Because we ended up tied.
So I wanted to play in the 80s this year. And I mean, I think that's reasonable.
100%.
I mean,
100%.
But boy, could I just not get anything going. If I hit a fairway, I had a poor approach shot. If I hit a green, I 3-putted it. I was doing myself no favors the entire day Saturday. So I wound up shooting a 90 on Saturday. No birdies. Putting was atrocious. Just fucking atrocious. And then we get into Sunday, and I hit, let's see. I hit 1, 2, 3. 3 of 7 there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I hit 9. I hit 9 of 14 fairways on Sunday.
That's more like you,
right? And I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hit 5 greens on the front and 2 on the back.
So 7. So I mean that's.
So I hit 7 greens. 1, 2, 3. I 3-putted 3 of those greens and 4-putted another one of those greens.
Dude, your putting is killing you.
No, right now. I know that they got those. They talked about it at the presentation that they got those pins in championship positions, and the greens were. They did.
There was some pin locations that were incredibly difficult.
Yes.
Like championship level difficult.
And I struggled with that aspect of the game. I got around the course, I thought, because I think only I lost 1 ball on 13 on Sunday.
Buddy, I thought you got around the course all weekend relatively well.
Until I got to the green area.
Yeah.
My short game wasn't there. My chipping wasn't great. And my putting was just totally off the entire weekend.
Yeah, from about 20 yards and into the pin, you just really struggled. And especially on the green, I don't know, you got to find a solution for the putter. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just going to require time. I don't know.
I mean, I couldn't read. Seriously, Chris. We've played this course now hundreds of times, right? And, okay, granted, some of the pin placements, they were in odd locations.
Yeah.
But I couldn't lag a putt inside of 5 feet.
No, you couldn't give yourself an easy second putt, and that was the problem.
Yep.
Because if you're not lagging it up there for an easy second putt, then you're putting yourself in definite 3-putt territory most of the time, right?
Yeah.
And you'd save a putt occasionally by making a longer one, but I mean it's very difficult to do that for an entire round.
I didn't have an answer for it the entire weekend.
I mean, I think I said to you, you're like, it's really getting old. I'm like, it's hurting my soul to watch this.
It is. It is.
It's like you're going fairway green, and then it's like a 4-putt
Yep.
or a 3-putt. And
putt
I'm
or
like,
4-putt.
dude, what is happening right now?
And it's the entire weekend. Like the entire weekend. And I mean, my fairway to green stats are right where I want them to be.
Yeah.
They're really good for me.
Your short game right now, your putting especially is killing you.
And it's costing me a lot of strokes.
Yep.
And yes, I have to figure out, I got to go put work in, but sometimes my mind, the mental part of the game wanders, right? And when I get to the green, like sometimes, when I want to play well and I get down and I line my putts up and all that stuff, it doesn't work. And then when I don't give a shit, it doesn't work. So nothing down there right now is fucking working. You know what I mean? And,
yeah, you're struggling right now.
And I'm struggling at that part of the game, but it's like the
slider
thing. So when I start to putt well, my fucking short game, my chip game will go away, or my approach game will fucking go away, right?
Eventually, you gotta find a way to edge out those sliders so that they all even out. They won't be at max, but they'll all be somewhere evened out.
But again, like off the tee box was not a problem this weekend.
Well, it's never really a problem for you
right?
off the tee box.
And
you're pretty consistent there.
And my approach shots, like my iron shots, again, I think I hit 13 greens this weekend. And for me, that stat is really like starting to creep up.
Yeah,
greens and red,
13
right?
out of 36. That's a third, which is really good. And like, I mean, 33% that's pretty acceptable for your handicap.
So I shot 95 on Sunday. So I went
90, 95.
90, 95. And I really wanted to get into the 80s on Sunday. And I started off well on Sunday too, because what hole did we start off on Sunday?
We started on 5.
We started on 5. So I went par, bogey, par.
1 over through 3.
1 over through 3. And then we got to fucking number 8. And I even hit the fucking fairway on that.
It's a fucking tough hole, man.
And, I double bogeyed 8. Number 9, I hit the fairway and I hit the green. And on that one, if I can hit the green, and I was on the right level, and I 4-putted it.
Yep.
And I think that was the beginning of I'm fucking done with this game this weekend type thing. Because I double bogeyed 3 in a row there. I double bogeyed 8, 9. When we made the turn to 10, I double bogeyed 10. I bogeyed 11. Then I double bogeyed 12, double bogeyed 13, double bogeyed 14. That was
and 14 was crazy. So 14 was insane.
Okay, yeah. So 14 was a par 3. And what was it playing at?
Oh, it was playing long because we were into the wind. I think you hit. Do you hit driver or 3-wood? No, you hit 3-wood.
I hit 3-wood.
Yeah, it was playing long.
And I haven't put a ball in the water on that hole at all this year.
Like it was over.
The water is well left, and I really don't put a ball that far left.
I want to say it was like 215.
Maybe.
210, 215 or something like that.
It was around that. So I pulled out my 3-wood because again, that's what I need to get there. And I kind of pull my 3-wood over towards
the water,
and there's rocks all around it, big rocks. So when I hit it and I kind of saw its line, I kind of gave up on it. I'm like,
we thought it was right between both red stakes into the hazard, and we're like, you can go look for it, but you probably have to take a draw.
So I grab a ball, put it in my pocket. I'm walking over there with my wedge and my putter, and I'm getting ready to like have a look and see if it's somewhere around in the water that I can kind of salvage it. And you're like, Alvin, your ball's on the or not? It wasn't on the green. It was on
the fringe.
And I'm like, you're up here. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you're up here.
And I mean, your balls are easy to find because they say Braun and they say Emco on them or Echo, sorry. And I was like, how the fuck did your ball get 75 yards
like 7
forward?
yards right of the rocks? Nobody's seen it. Nobody heard it.
Nope.
It was there on the right side of the
and
green.
The funniest part was Connor and Wayne were in the cart right beside the tree where your ball went, and they didn't even see it.
Wow. And I'm like, okay. So like I got some ginger luck on that hole.
Yep.
And then I proceeded to put it on the green and then 3-putt it for a double. I didn't capitalize on the luck at all. So that was kind of my day on Sunday, and I was frustrated, disappointed. And when we went in to have lunch there, and we had a steak on Sunday. It was really good.
Yes, very good.
You know, I was contemplating on whether I was going to do the BC trip for the AGT. I'm like, do I really want to go and spend that kind of money to go out there and flounder my way around fucking 3 new courses? Like, do I really want to do that? And
I just like to say I've been there. That's what I felt like getting off of Paradise when we went to Lethbridge.
right,
Like literally.
So then I came home and talked to my wife about it. I'm going to tell a story here now. And my wife said something to me, hearkening back to my coaching days in hockey. So when I coached hockey, I coached ice hockey for a few years, and we went to a tournament. We were a good house team, a really good house team, and we went to a tournament, Coaldale, Strathmore, something. We went out of town, and one of our coaches signed us up for this tournament, and it was an A tournament. We weren't an A team, we weren't a B team, and we weren't even a C team. And he put us in this tournament, and we got shit shellacked the entire weekend by kids that were like bigger, more skilled, more experienced, right? And it was after the first game when we got shellacked like 12-0. And we went back in the dressing room. The kids are like, are we going to spend a week here doing this? And shout out to Doug Littlehair, and a guy I coach with and still friends with now. We went in the dressing room, and he said to the kids, you know what, guys? He says, we're here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the hotel. We're going to eat some pizza. We're going to play in the swimming pool, and we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to come back here tomorrow, play a hockey game, go back to the hotel, eat some pizza, play in the pool. He says, the hockey is secondary. We're all out here together and have some fun, and let's go have some fun. And that kind of stuck with me. And when I came home and told Dee my whole fucking boo-boo, woe was me, she goes, Alvin, why don't you just go to BC and eat pizza, play in the pool, and have fun? And I was like, fuck, you know what? It's kind of like totally changed. Literally, I've been on this whole thing since yesterday. Who cares? I care about the golf because that's why I'm going.
Yes.
But why wouldn't you go and play 3 fantastic courses, like top 100 courses in Canada for a weekend? Go and hang out with people like yourself, and the people on the AGT, Blair and Leah. And why isn't that something that you're going for instead of just if I go and I don't win, I've lost the weekend.
There can only be one winner in every fight,
right? So
there's going to be mega losers.
So why don't you go and enjoy the weekend, what it is, instead of worrying about, well, if I don't play well at golf, it's a wasted weekend. I'm going to go. I'm going to play 3 fantastic courses. I'm going to eat some great food, and I'm going to hang out with some really good people.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
And that actually fucking totally changed it. And sometimes I need those
mindset moments.
Mindset moments, right? And I was like, oh, fuck, well, yeah, why would you even think about not going? You're going for the golf, but you're going for so many other reasons.
Yeah, the golf is just a vessel. Yeah. It's there, right? I mean, again, we talked about this when we started playing on the AGT.
But I get in my own head sometimes, and where
I'll tell you though, we weren't as bad as the guy we were playing with on Sunday. That was rough.
Yeah. What's his name? Dalton.
Dalton, yeah. Dalton.
He had a rough Sunday. He had a more rough Sunday than I did, but he was hungover. I wasn't. So
I thought we might see a putter snap.
Or
a toss.
We saw a wedge throw on 18. So,
jeez.
But yeah, my mindset has totally changed. The excitement and anticipation is back, and I went to the gym today for the first time in like 2 weeks because again we've been playing a lot of fun golf.
Yep.
And wasn't in the card. So I went to the gym today. Felt really actually a hurting unit. I might go to the putting green tomorrow after work and just take my mirror that I have, just go and spend 20 minutes, half an hour on the putting green tomorrow. Tunes in and just go do some shit, right?
All you need to do, you're not looking to drain putts either. You're just looking to find a stroke.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, we always talk about your putting and then my putting. It's at home. I have one of those cheap ass little fucking pop back putting greens that I bought from fucking Sport Check for like $20 or $30. And literally, I'm not even trying to drain. Well, I am trying to drain the putts, but I'm not so focused on draining the putts. It's putting mirror down, working on a stroke, working on a takeaway and return that's consistent, and just finding a consistent stroke. Because once you find that, then you can do whatever you want on any green once you find the speed, right? And I mean, again, the other thing is you're not going to make every putt. You're just not. You try and start it on your line, you're going to misread some, and you try and start it on your line and miss close enough that it's a 2 feet or less. Then you just tap it in, and away you go. And then, I mean, you're going to get the odd 3-putt and then whatever, but you kind of just that's kind of what you got to do. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many hours just putt, 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 to the point where my putter is going to need a new putter face right away because it is literally, it's got a spot in it where it's like it's indented and it's got like one of the pieces is starting to bend, and like the rubber on the face is starting to pop out, and I'm like, what if I can get this refaced? Like, because they have the insert faces. Sure I was like, I think I might have to get it refaced.
But so that was my weekend. Disappointing, frustrating, but now I'm on the other side of it. And
yeah, it's good to hear.
And I'm totally in a different frame of mind here now when it comes to going and just enjoying I need to enjoy myself on the golf course.
Yep.
And I've really gotten wrapped up in beating you.
And you've gotten wrapped up in playing well.
Right? I got wrapped up in scoring well, wrapped up in beating you. I need to go and enjoy myself now.
Yep.
Right? The season's winding down here. We got one more major event to go.
Yeah, let's not get back to the old Alvin who's just like, I can't wait for golf to be done.
Right.
And we don't need that. I don't like that guy.
And I don't want to be there. And I don't think I'm going to be there now. I think I've got that. I had that little mental breakthrough. I'll just need to step back and, kind of refocus myself and what am I doing here, right? Because again, my attitude is probably going to be a little different on the golf course, but
yeah, you still want to try and lock in and play well for sure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can't. I mean, you know what? So, shout out to Trevor, who is our mental coach for all of my sports teams, and he was a huge golf coach for years. He always says, when we're talking to our young athletes, the sport you're playing, whether it's volleyball or golf or whatever it is, that's just a part of you. That's not who you are. That's a part of you. And as an athlete, sometimes you get wrapped up in that and you think, well, how I score, is a representation of who I am. Well, no, it's just part of your day. It doesn't change, it shouldn't change everything in the rest of your life. And that's hard sometimes to step back from that, right?
I think for me, my golf game is always up and down.
Yep.
But I think I've had 2 long periods of down this year, which is kind of different.
Yes.
Right?
And there's been some stress there for you, right? For sure.
So, longer periods of struggling with brief periods of mastery, right?
As Bob would say.
As Bob would say.
Yeah.
And again, the brief periods of mastery are the anomaly in the game. Okay, you played to the maximum of your potential, but where I am that high 80s, low 90s golfer.
Yep.
I am. That's
now. That's who you are.
Right now, that's what I just have to take.
Yeah.
Right. If I shoot a 95, okay, that was a bad day. If I shoot an 85, okay, that was a really good day.
Yeah.
Right.
You're probably somewhere in the middle on average.
Right. So, and I think I got a little wrapped up in handicap because I want my handicap to go down. Right. And what am I worried about that for?
I mean, you want your handicap to go down, but if that becomes your sole focus, it's hard. It's so fucking hard to drop your handicap, and then it's hard to stay where you want to stay.
Yep.
Because it's one bad round, and see ya, you're going back up, right? Yep. Like, it's so incredibly difficult. That's one of the things over the last, since we started this, where I'm like, man, it is so much harder than I thought it was to get down and kind of stay where you'd like to be.
Well, I look at you because you're single digit. You're in 9s right now, right?
Yeah, I was as low as 9.3. I'm back to a 9.5.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and I look at your game and how you play, and yeah, man, like you're playing really well to keep it there, and you're just keeping it there. Like you're not getting closer to the 8 really.
Right? Occasionally, I'll have a good round and I'll drop, and then the next round where I'm like, a stroke or 2 worse, and it's like, oh, you're going back up.
Well, let's talk about your weekend because we're going to talk about your putting over the last few weeks.
All right, so me and you were in the same group, same group on day one. We started on hole number 3, and I mean, I birdied hole 1.
On Saturday?
Yes, on Saturday.
Yeah.
I went left of the fairway, just in the rough. I hit a gur. I one putted for a bogey or for a par or birdie. Fuck, I just said birdie. So I one putted for a birdie, 1 under through 1, and then I rattled off 4 consecutive bogeys. So through 5 holes, I'm 3 over. So whatever. And then 8, I took a double. 9, I took a double. So I'm 7 over through 7. Yeah, 7 over through 7 at the turn. 10, I parred. 11, I parred. 12, I birdied. 13, I bogeyed. 14, I bogeyed. 15, I bogeyed. 16, I fucking 4-putted this fucking green. I was so fucking mad. The pin was in the front, and I was long. I was in the backside, and I gave a great first putt. Second putt, I had a chance to make par. It was kind of on a downhill, and then I missed my bogey putt, which I should have made, and then I take a double. I was fucking fuming after that because I do not like a 4-putt. I don't like a fucking 3-putt, let alone a 4-putt. So then on 17, I birdied it because I was like, fuck this shit. I need to get a stroke back here. 18, I bogeyed. So we go back to the front. I parred 1, bogeyed 2, birdied 3. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we ended on 2. So I bogeyed 2. So I hit 6 of 14 fairways and 6 of 18 greens.
How many putts did you have?
31.
31.
31 on day 1. And I shot an 84.
So even after day 1, I was only 6 shots behind you.
Yeah, and I was leading by 5 because there was 2 guys, Dalton and Jack, both shot 89s, and you and Reagan shot 90.
Yeah.
And I was leaving myself on average 16.3 feet for my first putt. Yeah. So that was my distance in. So I had, going into day 2, going into day 2, we ended up in the same group again, which is good. And then the only person that swapped out was Reagan for Jack. Jack was walking. Dalton had his own cart. A little hungover.
Came in a little hot.
Yeah, and it didn't really do him any favors. So day 1 was kind of overcast. There was a little bit of rain. We had some rain at stretches. It was overcast. It was kind of not terrible conditions, but
once we got out to the course, it was fine.
Yeah, but I mean, throughout the day, it was kind of, there was points where it was kind of ugly.
And because we had smoke on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was like a 9 out of 10 on the index.
Yeah.
So then Sunday, we got out on the course, and absolutely different day.
Immaculate.
Gorgeous. Perfect day for a finishing day. So we started on hole number 5. So hole 5, I took a double.
Yeah, I know, because I parred that first one.
You got 2 back.
I got 2 back right away, and I was like, oh yeah, we're only 4 strokes back.
Yeah, you got 2 back right away, and then I bogeyed number 6. So 5 and 6 are 2 of the easiest. Like we often say 4, 5, 6, and 7
our scoring.
Are your on the front are like that's your scoring turn.
Holes, yeah.
Those are the holes where you have a good opportunity to get some strokes or par. You throw together 4 pars.
Yeah.
And kind of
move on.
Keep your score good. So I went double bogey, and then I parred number 7, which is a par 3. And then I bogeyed 8, bogeyed 9. So I sawed off a couple strokes on 8, or 1 on 8 and 1 on 9. 10, I parred. 11, I bogeyed. 12, I parred. 13, I bogeyed. 14, I parred. 15, I bogeyed. 16, I parred. 17, I parred. 18, I parred. So I played the back at a 39.
And how many putts?
On the back?
On the back.
2, 3, 7, 9, 10, 12, 15. So not terrible. I mean, 3 less than normal, but for us, that's pretty good. So then we make the turn. We go to 1, I par. 2, I par. 3, once again, I birdie. And then 4, I fucking put my tee shot into the fucking right bunker. I think I've played out of there 3 times all year. And it was my last shot at a deuce, too. So I put in the bunker, chip out, just missed my fucking... Well, I didn't hit a great par putt. Didn't give it quite enough legs. The line was okay. And then I tapped in for bogey. So I played the back at a 39, the front at a 41 to finish with an 80 with 4 fairways, 8 greens, 30 putts. And here's the crazy part. So yesterday, I left myself on average 28.4 feet for my first putt. The day before, I was almost half that. And I had 3 birdies that day. Today, Sunday, I only had 1 birdie. And I shot an 80 instead of an 84.
Yeah.
This is kind of wild, right? So, yeah, I ended up with 15 putts front, 15 putts back. No 3 putts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1 putts out of 18 holes. The rest were all 2 putts.
And you finished?
I finished with an 80. So I went 84, 80 for 164 and won the flight by 17 strokes.
17 fucking strokes he won our flight by. Oh my God.
Well,
I couldn't believe it when...
I don't think a single person shot under 90 on the second day.
Nope.
Other than me.
No, and again, what did you say? How many shots was I out of second?
You were 4 shots out of second.
4 shots out of second.
But at the end of the you finished plus 41.
Yeah.
Jack was plus. I have it right here. You were plus 41. Jack was plus 40. Reagan was plus 37, and I was plus 20.
So I finished 4th out of the group of 8.
Hey, listen, it could have been worse. Dalton was 89 and then shot 105 on Sunday.
That's what you get for coming to the course hungover.
So I mean, it's one of those things. And the crazy, so they do low net and they do low net as well. So on our handicaps, Stu, who finished 7th, he was one under to his handicap on the weekend, so he won low net. I was even par throughout the weekend. So I shot my handicap in the club championship. Well, usually if you're going to do that, I think you're probably going to have a good weekend.
Yeah.
And you were plus 13 to your handicap.
Yeah.
So you struggled a bit.
So bad.
So I was 2 over on day 1, and then I was 2 under on day 2 for my handicap. So yeah, so I coming off of winning Mickelson, my first AGT event win in the Sea Flight, playing really well there. I go to men's league on Wednesday. I didn't even fucking put this round in because it was like a child was out there playing. It was so fucking bad. I shot a fucking 50 through 9 holes. Could not get off the tee box. I think I had like 6 penalty strokes. And I was like, I should have stayed home today. Like, it was so bad. And then and then we had so Thursday we had an off day. Friday, my dad came into town. So you came and joined us at the golf course. We played 9 holes. You played 9 holes with us. It was kind of rainy off and on, right? It was kind of ugly conditions, but we were trying to get around it. So we played 9. And then as we made the turn, it got beautiful. And we're like, okay, yeah, we're going to try and finish. Because there's basically nobody out there. We had to walk. It had been raining all day. You left after 9. Get through 10. Get through 11. Get to the 12th green. It starts fucking just pouring. And
I was at home and seen that downpour, and I was like, I'm so glad I'm not out there.
Ava had come out to tell us she was leaving at the beginning of the 12th because we were walking. So the clubhouse was closed and she was leaving. So then she messages me as we're finishing up on the 12th, and she's like, hey, the kitchen staff's leaving too. They're locking the gates at 8, and it's 7:30. And I'm like, well, we gotta go back. I was like, not only that, it's friggin' pouring. So we called it after 12, and I shot a 39 on the front. So I just put my score in, my 9-hole score in. So we did that. So then club championship Saturday, play that. Well, then I got to jet out of there and I got to go to Desert Bloom because we had an 18-hole round there. I kid you not. I think I read like one putt the entire night because I was exerting zero energy because I wanted to win my club championship flight. And I'm like, I really don't care about this round at the Bloom. I started horrid. I went double bogey, par, double bogey, par, double bogey, par. And it was brutal. I think I finished at 18 over, and which is whatever. It was a 90, and just kind of played through there. First time I've played there in a long time. My dad had never played there. We played with a guy from Calgary that was down there as well, and he was like a +5 handicap, just making it easy getting around that course. It was crazy. So we played there, and then Sunday after dinner, we jetted over to Cottonwood. My dad always likes to play Cottonwood, at least one round in there. So we start on the back, reverse nines, and I go par, birdie, and then where's my card? Did I bring it in here? I did. I'm sure I did somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Did I put it under my leg? There it is. I went par, birdie, rattled off 4 straight pars, birdie, par, lipped my friggin' par putt and took a bogey to shoot a 1 under 32 on the back, which is crazy. That's only the 3rd time I've ever done that. 3 times now I've 1 under a 9 at Cottonwood. And then I went par. Hole number 2 got me. I had to take 2 drops. I ended up taking a triple. Then I went par, bogey, double bogey on 6 because I overshot the fairway and got into the shit. And then bogey on 7, par 8, bogey 9. So I shot a +841 on the front for 73. So a +773. And according to Golf Canada, that's a +13 handicap. Shoots a +7 at Cottonwood. I just like to tell Golf Canada, go fucking reevaluate that course because there is no fucking way a 12 or 13 handicap is shooting a 73 out there. It's not happening. Not unless they have a lucky day because there is trouble in all the right spots out there.
Well, again, it's a course we played for 3 straight years and still didn't figure out. I think you broke 70 down there once?
Twice. I shot 69 twice within like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was just, I just happened to get hot.
And I think I shot 71, 72 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Once or twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I look at it because we used to talk about that with the guys down there. And they used to tell us, like, yeah, the guys come from the big courses when they do their interleague, and they're thinking they're just going to destroy down here, and we always beat them. And I'm like, well, of course you do. You know where not to miss down here because there's so many trouble spots.
Everybody goes for greens, and if you're not hitting
if you're not accurate,
then you're in shit.
Yep,
everywhere.
So it's funny. We were down there last night, and it was pretty jammed up. Ran into our old buddy Arlen. We played with him a few times. Younger kid, he was out there playing, so we ran into him and chatted for a bit. And we got through our round, and I mean, it's funny. I didn't even know how good my back front was. I was just out there just swinging the golf club, not even really giving a shit because I'm just like, whatever, we're playing from the blacks. And like I said, it's 2,000 yards shorter from the tips out there than it is from the whites where we play at the Hat, which is just wild to me. But I mean, it's getting around pretty simple out there playing.
You played today too, didn't you?
Yeah, and then we got out today and we went to the Hat and they got my dad a full round in at the Hat. We teed off at 11:45 and went out and played around. And
so from Friday to Monday,
I played 102 holes. 102 holes of golf with a club championship sprinkled in there in between.
Nice.
And I mean, you can imagine I was pretty exhausted, pretty tired. I 3-putted 18 today. I think I shot an 86. And I was, my focus today was kind of waning at points. I mean, I had a decent run. I think I shot 42 on the front and 44 on the back or something. And it was just like, whatever. I don't even care. I'm just out there having fun with my dad and my brother and doing my thing. And, it's interesting because I was talking to Colton, who works in the clubhouse, a younger kid. I've coached him in ball hockey and stuff. Really good grade. So I was talking to him, and he struggled at the club championship. First tournament he's ever played in. And, I was talking to him about it. I said, listen, man, I was like, last year we played in the club championship. And I was like, same thing for us. We really hadn't played a lot of any kind of actual tournament golf. We shot in the 90s. We played horrid. He's like, I've been in the 80s all year. I'm like, dude, I know how this goes. Trust me. I was like, it's just a different animal. Mentally, it just gets inside your head in the crevices and just does its thing there. And it's, it's one of those things where you have to learn how to play there. And I really got to say that, playing on the AGT, playing those events, and then going and playing in the club championship, it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
it's not nothing foreign to us now.
Nope. No, and that's probably why I was even more disappointed. It's like, you play this course all the time. You've played on the AGT in more mentally focused tournaments.
Yeah.
And you couldn't pull anything out this weekend. But again, it is what it is. I got to take the shitty golf with the shitty golf, right? So
yeah. So I mean, I've had a pretty crazy week. First club championship for me in my flights, and then winning my first AGT event. I mean, our golf games right now could not be any more polar opposites at the moment. I mean, for me, it's been the flat stick.
Yeah,
the flat stick has been dialed.
I was going to talk about the putting because I watched you putting at Mickelson, and I watched you putt this weekend, and even with rando guys in our groups watching you putt, they're amazed at your putting accuracy from 12 feet in. Right? If you're at 12 feet to the cup for a birdie putt, par putt, bogey putt, whatever, you're like 90%. You're making that putt from 12 feet. It is fucking ridiculous to see lately how many long putts you're making.
Well, they save me strokes, right? Like that's what's helping my scores go down.
Like I'm not to fucking pad your ego any fucking more, but like, I've been watching your putting in awe, and I think it's affecting my putting because it's like, there's no way I got another fucking year and a half of fucking just putting every day to get to where you are putting right now, because your putting is fucking out of this world. Like, it is. For you talk about where your handicap is and the flight that you're playing in, your putting is 2 flights higher. Like, you're like A flight putting right now, in my opinion.
Well, even with my Arcos sensors, so it tells me where I'm gaining strokes. I'm like a 3-stroke better than. So right now I have my goal at like an 8 handicap. So it tells me that I putt 3 strokes better putting than an 8 handicap. So I mean, and I really think like it hasn't been like that all year though. Like, not the full year.
I mean, you're a good putter as it is.
I bounced between my Jailbird and my Spider early in the season because I was not happy. I had some issues with some of my putts, and I was missing some putts that I was not happy about missing. It kind of pissed me off, actually. And then what I really found actually is I was working on some putting stuff, and I'm like, I just happened to bump into what the problem was, and I'm like, I'm lifting my head and watching the ball early. It's leaving. I'm not hitting the ball and following through and then tracking the ball. I'm just before I'm hitting the ball, my head's coming up, and it was causing me to lose my line. And my pace wasn't bad, but it was causing me to lose my line all the time. So all of a sudden, when I figured that out, like last weekend or the weekend before when we were golfing with Bob, and even Bob said, he's like, geez, he's like, you just can't miss from inside like 7 feet. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just, I'm dialed in right now. And I'm seeing the greens really well in like where the breaks are. I'm seeing the greens. I'm seeing the breaks. I'm not trying to make every putt. Like, yes, I'm trying to hold a putt, but I'm, I said it on a Saturday, I think. I stepped over a putt, like a longer putt for bogey. It was like a 8-footer, I think. And I was like, fuck, I really don't want to take a double here. But I was like, okay, you got your line. Just hit it on your line. If you make it, great. If you don't, take your double and let's move on. And that's kind of where my mindset is, and that also helps me because there's no pressure there. I just hit my putt on my line. If it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, whatever. You just away you go. But yeah, no, it's definitely elevated my game lately. It's what won me Mickelson for sure. 100%. It's what won me Mickelson because those greens were like glass at points. I'm just, I found something there, and I hope I can just keep it for the rest of the season going into the Tour Championship.
So next episode, we will talk about our Tour Championship prep at 3 amazing courses that are coming up, and we'll get ready for that one.
Yeah, and we got a beautiful 4-day tour. We leave next Wednesday to go up there. We got a beautiful, we got an Airbnb that me and my wife are staying at. It's going to be a beautiful trip. We're going to be in the mountains. It's going to be fucking awesome.
It's gonna be so awesome.
The golf is going to be amazing.
And we'll talk
it doesn't matter what the scores are. The golf's still going to be amazing.
We'll talk about the courses that we're playing next time.
Yes, absolutely. We'll tee it up, and then the one after that, we'll recap it.
Yes, we will.
And see how we do.
See how we do.
All right. Later, guys.
Take care.